Support for the Short Company presents Height Discrimination and You. Heightism is the discrimination of individuals based on height.
Back in the old days, taller people ruled the workplace. Shorter men were kicked around and discriminated against due to their short stature.
From getting hired to gaining respect in the office and finally to getting paid, shorter men were at a disadvantage everywhere.
This is still an issue today in the workplace, but with your help, we can stop.
This video intends to show the audience how to put a stop to heightism through what not to do and what to do examples, along with follow-up facts. This is Mark. He will be the tall guy. This is Ryan and Vito. They will be the short subjects.
Hiring. What not to do. In this situation, Mark, the tall guy, comes in for his final interview for this company. The boss right away falls for his tall height and natural appearance of a leader, despite his unprofessional behavior. He is clearly not dressed appropriately or prepared for his interview. He even greets the boss with a high five. He plays on his phone and scoots around in his chair. The boss gives him the job anyway because of his height and charm. When the second applicant, Ryan, the short guy, comes in, the boss is automatically put off by his short stature. Even though Ryan is well prepared and very professional, she cannot look past his appearance and is not interested in what he has to say. She dismisses him soon after the interview begins. What to do? In this situation, when the tall guy Mark comes in obviously unprepared, the boss disregards his charms and looks directly to his unprofessional behavior. As the interview continues, the boss realizes how unprepared Mark is and decides he is not suited for this job, despite his appearance of a natural-born leader. This time, when Ryan, the short guy, comes in for his interview, even though the boss originally finds him not suited for this leadership role, she gives him a chance. She finds that he is very prepared and professional and realizes that despite his appearance and short stature, he is the perfect role for this job.
Height bias is a major problem when it comes to hiring for leadership roles. From Rosenberg, statistics show that 72% of the time the tall person will be hired over the short person. Why is this? Studies show that in our society we correlate the idea of a strong leader with manly qualities, such as a tall stature and attractiveness.
In the office, what not to do. As you can see, Mark is going in to do a presentation where he is clearly unprepared. His height persuades the employers to disregard the unprofessionalism and is admired by a couple of our employees. He's all about the fun. Ryan comes in fully prepared with his work on the board, but you can see both the employers and the employees have little to no interest at all because of his short stature. What to do? In this case, Mark comes in not prepared. He is quickly told to stop and warned to be prepared next time. It doesn't look good for Mark. Ryan comes in fully prepared, ready to present, and business professional. The employees and employers respect the effort he has put in.
In this situation, Ryan is never late to work, meets every quota, and turns in everything on time. His boss, however, does not show full confidence in him. Mark, on the other hand, does a mediocre to poor job at work. He, however, is liked and stands out more to his boss and is given chance after chance. If Ryan were to act in this way, he would be fired almost immediately.
Payday. What not to do. As you can see, Vito, the short guy, and Mark, the tall guy, are both working as the employer walks in to give out the checks for payday. Vito is working hard on his computer compared to Mark, who is working but on his phone. The larger amount of money goes to Mark because he is tall and is perceived as a greater leader, even though Vito and Mark have the same job. Payday. What to do? We have the same situation as before, but instead of Mark getting the larger amount of money because he is tall, Vito and Mark get the same amount of money because no one should be discriminated against because of their height.
One last major area of height discrimination is when it comes to payday. In Rosenberg's article, data suggests that every additional inch in height is associated with 1.8 to 2.2% increase in wages, or roughly $789 per inch per year.
But seriously, height discrimination is a real prejudice in the workplace.
It has been there for quite some time, but people don't often realize it as a real thing and that it should be taken seriously.
Only you, the employers, and the employees can stop height discrimination in the workplace when it comes to hiring, respecting the office, and payday.
As Rosenberg has said, short people are the same as you and I. All men are brothers until they die. It's a wonderful life.